Hi students, second chapter of second module is modeling as design technique. Okay, in this chapter, first topic is abstraction. Okay, we know that already we discussed something about abstraction in OO theme. Okay, we know that in that we define that abstraction is to focus on essential aspects of the application. It will ignore the details. Okay, means in abstraction we are not going to concentrate on much about details. We are going to focus on only on essential aspects of the application. Okay, something more we are going to discuss in this topic abstraction here. Okay, abstraction is a selective examination of certain aspects of the problem. Here also same definition related to previous definition. Abstraction is a selective examination of certain aspects of the problem. Means we are not going to detailedly examine here, only we are going to selective examination of certain aspects of the problem. Okay, the goal of abstraction is to isolate those aspects that are important for some process. Means which are the important aspects we are going to separate. Okay, why we are going to separate those aspects? Because that are important for some process. Okay, then and suppresses those aspects that are unimportant. ಯಾವ important ಇಲ್ವೋ we are going to end it or neglect it. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಯಾವ aspects important ಇಲ್ವೋ we are going to neglect it. Okay, abstraction must always be for some purpose, because the purpose determine what is and is not important. Means it going to tell that purpose determine what is important, what is not important. Okay, many different abstractions of the same thing are possible. Means many different abstraction of same thing. ಒಂದು ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ for that object there are n number of different abstraction may build. Okay, depending on the purpose for which they are made. Means how we can develop different abstraction for same thing, it is depending on the purpose for which they are made. Okay, next, and the purpose of an abstraction is to limit the universe for the purpose of understanding. Okay, next, in building models, therefore it is needed to search for absolute truth, but for adequate for some process. Adequate means the mere quality should be acceptable. Okay, ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ that quality must be acceptable by the user. That is the meaning of the adequate. Okay, there is no single correct model of a situation. Means at any situation you are not going to get 100% correct model. Okay, only adequate means it is acceptable quality or not acceptable one. Like this we are going to get, we are not going to get 100% correct model. One single model you are not going to get. Okay, next, a good model capture the crucial aspects of a problem and omit the other. Here crucial aspects of an problem is very important aspects of problem is discussed and others are omitted, means we are going to neglect. A model that contain external detail unnecessarily means if model contain more detail means what will happen. The model that contains the external detail unnecessarily limit the choice of design discussion and diverts attention from the real issue. Means if it contains the more detail, it is unnecessary because it going to limit the choice of design decisions. Means it going to limit the choice of design decisions and divert attention from the real issue. Means here real issue iruto that will be hidden, okay, when there is a extreme details unnecessarily extra detail is there, it going to hide the or diverts the attention from the real issue and it going to limit the choice of design decisions. Okay, this is the abstraction. Next, modeling. What is modeling? We know that we are going to form the models in the science exhibition. We know that modeling is nothing but a dummy architecture of something anta, okay na. A model is an abstraction of something for the purpose of understanding it before building it. Means why you are constructing the model, means model is nothing but the abstraction of something, okay na, for the process for the for the for the purpose of understanding it before building it. Before building it, we should understand the purpose of that abstraction, okay na. So we are going to build the model. Next, because a model omit un unessential details, it is ensured to manipulate then the original entity. Means it going to this modeling will going to omit the unessential details, okay. Means unnecessary details will be omitted and ensured to manipulate then the original entity. Means we are going to concentrate on original entity. We are going to omit the unessential details of the mod unessential details of the abstraction of something, okay na. Next, abstraction is a fundamental human capability that deals with the complexity. Where abstraction is a fundamental human capability that deals with the complexity, okay na. Next, to build a complex system, the developer must abstract different view of system. Means ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ abstract different view of the system. Means you have to think the different in different way while we are constructing the complex system. Means ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ must think in n number of different way, okay. Build module using spaces notation, verify that the model satisfy the requirement of the system. So when you are building the complex system, the developer must abstract different views of the system. Means you have to think, think in different way. Okay, next and using precious notation, nothing but symbols, verify that the model satisfy the requirement, and we should cross check that the requirement are satisfied of the system, and gradually add detail to transfer the model into an implementation. Next, after cross-checking, gradually add some more details and transfer the model into implementation. Means ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು we must transfer to implementation. Means after verification, add some more details for that model and transfer that model into real implementation. Okay, system designer build many kinds of model for various purposes before constructing the things. Means the system designer will construct n number of model for various purpose before constructing the things. Okay, some of the example for the models: architectural model to show customer. Means we are going to build the architectural model to show for the customer, and airplane scale model for wind tunnel test, pencil sketch for the composition of oil painting, blueprints of machine parts. Okay, storyboards of advertisement, and outlines of books. These are the some of the examples for model. Okay, next, model serve several purposes. Okay, what is the importance of the model? One is testing a physical entity before building it, communication with customer, visualization, reduction of complexity. These are the four. Okay, these are the four purposes of the model. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, testing a physical entity before building. A physical model can be simulated in computer. A physical model can be simulated. What is meant by simulated? Simulated nothing but make something that look real but is not real. Means it is like constructing the or building the something like looking real but not real. Okay, this is duplicate version of some original thing. Okay, nothing but we are going to build something look like real but not real. That type of product we are going to call it as simulated product. Okay, this is this simulation is cheaper and provide information that is too felting are inaccessible to be measured for physical model. Why we are going to construct simulated models? Because it is cheaper, provides information that are too felting or inaccessible to be measured from the physical model. Because when we are going to create directly the physical model, it's going to take more amount. Okay, means it is not cheaper when you are going to build the physical model. Means it's going to get or it's going to accept more money, and it is very high budget. So before we are going to create a real one, we are going to build simulated product because it is cheaper and provides information that is too felt or inaccessible to be measured from the physical model. Okay, both physical models and computer models are usually capture the usually cheaper than building the complete system and enable early correction of flaws. Means why you are using this both physical model and computer model, because this going to enable the early correction. Means any errors is there we can easily correct before building it. So we are using the this physical both physical model and computer models. Okay, communication with customer. Second use of this model is communication with customer. Okay, models are mock-ups to demonstrate to the customer a product or system by imitating some or all of the external behaviors of the system. Means to showing some simulated models. Means looking like real thing but is not a real, that type of simulated product showing for the customer. Okay, means some dummy models of some real thing will going to see, or we are going to showcase for the customer. Okay, and we are going to add some features or all the features of the real one for the dummy one. Okay, why you are going to do like that? Means to understand for the customer before building the real one. Okay, that is communicating with customer. Okay, this making the dummy model of real one, we are going to communicate with the customer. Okay, next visualization. Model visuals the flow of ideas, thereby allowing for changes before implementing the system. Means we can see the flow of ideas, okay, in the model, therefore allowing for changes before implementation in the system. What is the use of this visualization? Means because changes before implementation in the system. Means we can do some changes before the implementation of the system to go through it flow of ideas. Means we can do some changes before the implementation of the system. Okay, by seeing the flow of some ideas, that is visualization. Next, reduction of complexity. Means using these models we can reduce the complexity of building the system. Okay, how we can reduce the complexity of the system using the models? Nothing but the main reason for the modeling which incorporate all the previous reasons. It is to deal with the system that are too complex to understand directly. Means ಯಾವುದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೀಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ದಿ ಮಾಡಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೀಲ್ ವಿತ್ that types of system to understand easily. Okay, the human mind can copy with only a limited amount of information at one time. Because why we are going to do like that means we know that human tendency is that only limited information can be copied to their mind at one time. Okay, so we are going to give the important points of that of the application. We are not going to give full details, only we are going to give the main very important points of that and system. Okay, we are not going to give all the details of about your product or system. If you are buying on TV means we are going to see the or we are going to demonstrate only how to operate. We are not going to tell how we construct the or build the TV. Okay, but we are going to demonstrate. The serviceman will going to demonstrate only how to on and how to operate, how to change the channels, how to increase or decrease the volume, how to reduce or increase the brightness of the screen. Like that he will show, but he will not going to explain in detail how we are build the TV, what are the component we use to build the TV. That are all not explained. Only which are the important that is explained. Why they are going to do like this means to reduce the complexity of the system. Okay, the model reduce complexity by separating out a small number of important text to deal with the time. That is only they are telling in this system means they are going to separate out some small number of important things. Okay, they are not going to explain in the detail. Okay, this is enough for today's. Tomorrow I will explain three models. Okay, there are three types of model: class model, state model, interaction model. In next class we will discuss one by one. Okay, thank you. Today I explained abstraction, modeling, what are the importance of modeling. Okay, thank you.